Hello, my name is Anne, and this is Toby, and welcome to a Tobyknits podcast, episode 168. 168. Gosh, have I come into your living rooms that many times? No, actually, it's probably more than that because there's the floss tube and the quilted fun. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. If you're new here, welcome. Grab a cup of tea and get comfy because today, sorry, I got a froggy throat, is Monday. So we're talking about knitting. Wednesday, we talk about cross stitch, and Fridays is quilty fun or sewing. So you need to get comfy. I'm originally from England, came over here when I was 25. And I now live in Canada, Ontario, Canada. And I have 2 grown-up sons and 4 little grandchildren. And a wonky husband. And a silly dog. No, he's not really wonky. I shouldn't call him wonky. He's lovely, really, isn't he? Yeah. Hello, Bob is really lovely. He is. And he's very patient with me through all the crafting business. But anyway, you're going to need a cup of tea and we're going to have a good chat. I can't, what? Oh, the cup. Yes, look at it. My friend Sue bought me that. Well, she didn't buy it. Well, she did. She made it. And she made me a few other things too. I saw her on Saturday, which I'm going to tell you all about in a minute. Sue, if you don't know, is partners up with Liz, and they do distance stitches on a podcast. I'll leave a link below. And Sue is also friends with Alex of My Yarn Corner. I'll leave a link below. And because I'm British, I used to follow Alex. There's a couple of Brits that I follow. You probably know them all. And Jeanette. What's her book? Crafty Clegg. I'll leave a link below. Davina. What is she called now? Isn't that awful when you can't remember somebody's name? The podcast name, and you watch it every day. Little Workroom Crafts. I'll leave a link below. And Ellie, Craft House Magic. I'll leave a link below. Those are, oh, and you can't forget Emily from Emily Makes. So those are my favorite ones that I follow. Anyway, I didn't realize Alex was really good friends with Sue until I did one of Kay Litton's swaps on, what is Kay called now? I'm having a morning today, aren't I? It'll come to me in a minute. Crazy Sock Lady. And Sue was organizing the yarn swap. And then when I realized who Sue was, I was like, you're Alex's friend? And she was like, yes. So anyway, we became friends. She lives in Gatineau, Quebec, which is just across the water for me. Anyway, but I'll tell you more about the cup and all the other goodies she gave me on Saturday when we went to stash it together. So in the meantime, let's get chatting about the knitting this week. So let me show you the Musselburgh, which is in, oh, I got 3 bags in. I don't know which is which. Is this the Musselburgh? No, this one. This is my Netherwood bag, and I make these and sell them in my shop. Somebody asked me where you can find my bags. You can find them on Etsy. I have an Etsy shop called Tobyknits. However, below, there is a link directly to it. Where you see the description box, you'll see a little more. If you click on that, it makes the description box bigger so you can see all the links I've left to either patterns, yarn, bags, other podcasters. All those links will be there, but you have to click the more to get to them. You'll see a link to my shop. You'll also see my email address. And if you want to contact me because there's a certain fabric you would like the bag in, or you just want more information, just email me and I'll answer you. But this fabric I got when I was in Nova Scotia, and I had just enough fabric to make 2 bags and 2 floss bitty bags, and they all sold it within a week. So I need to find more of this. I bought this in Mahone Bay in Nova Scotia, where we were talking all about pirates, and there's this little island there where the pirates back in the day buried all their treasure. And then for years and years and years since, people have been digging up this island to look for the treasure. They haven't found it yet. But anyway, so this is the Netherwood bag, which is fully lined with 2 pockets. And in here is my Musselburgh. So this is what I take in the car with me, because it's small, it's little. It fits a sock project, it fits a hat project in it. It's quite nice. So this is yarn that I got from, I had this in stash. It's not one I dyed, but this is the Musselburgh hat so far. And this yarn was from Bear Street Yarn. They no longer dye, and it was called Mardi Gras, I think. And isn't it gorgeous? I love it. So this is the small size because I'm making this for my daughter-in-law. I've made one for both of my sons in my own hand-dyed yarn and in the medium size, but she said it was too loose on her, so I'm making the small for her. Hopefully it'll fit her. It will stretch. But this is car knitting, so this is what I have been working on and where I'm up to with that. I've got quite a bit done since I last saw you because we've been out and about in the car a lot. If you don't know, I don't drive. And so I sit in the car when hubby drives me anywhere and I knit. So that's the Ranunculus. No, that's the Musselburgh. Let's talk about the Ranunculus, as soon as I just mentioned it. This is in the Miller bag, which is more like a basket to just leave beside your chair. And this fits perfectly my Ranunculus. So we had a discussion about this last week. I got a little bit more done, not a lot. I just did about an inch more from, oh, it's probably easier that way. Yeah, I just did that little bit more, not really a lot there since you last saw me. Because I was in a dilemma. So here's the dilemma. I dyed up, this is my Strawberry Social colorway. So I dyed that up and I dyed the gray up, and I decided I wanted to have the yoke in this color and the rest of it in the gray. Well, that's all the gray. This was 100 grams of, well, I got that little bit left. This is 100 grams of sport weight yarn. I'm making this in sport weight yarn and using 6mm needles. Absolutely love this pattern. This is my second, but I've decided I want to make this in long sleeves. So then the dilemma was, do I, and here's how big it is on me so far. So it's just at my belly button, but I'd like it a bit longer. And then of course you've got to put the rib on at the bottom too. So then my thought was, should I dye? I asked everybody last week, and I asked all my friends on my Tobyknits and Friends group page. You can join, it's free. Should I dye more of this color up, or should I add, because I did have another skein of the Strawberry Social. Everybody actually said to go to the gray, whereas my thought was to cast on the sleeves now and do the long sleeves in this, so both the sleeves, and then what's left, I'm thinking now that I might fade this little bit with what's left of the Strawberry Social, just like I did this fade here, and then go into the rib in the Strawberry Social. Because I have a Strawberry Social. They were all dyed in the same bath. There's always a little difference between them. depending on how much swing of the arm the dye gets. But they were all in the same bath. I dyed up 5 of them. So here was one. I've sold 2 in my Etsy shop. Thank you very much. I hope you love them. And I have 2 left. So I picked this one because it had a little bit more of the gray than the other. So I think I'm going to wind that up and do the sleeves next. Leave that, do the sleeves, and then decide, because I don't know if that's enough to finish off and rib. I don't think it is. It's only about 12 grams. So what do you think of that if I have the sleeves in the Strawberry Social? And then I think that might look good. So I think that's my plan. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm quite happy with that idea. That was one of those ideas that you wake up in the middle of the night and you've been thinking about it. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm doing that. So I'm going to wind that up today and have a little go of that. The other thing that I have been working on is a new cast on, in actual fact. And it is in this bag, which is the cross bag. All my bags are named after my family members' surnames. So this was the cross bag. This is, you can use it as a drawstring bag, or you can use it as this is the handle, and it has poppers to keep it shut. And in here, I have started, and I will put a picture here because I've left the pattern in the living room. I have started a King Cole pattern for my granddaughter. I'm making her a sweater. Now, it's in this Tobyknits book, which doesn't name their patterns. Even inside, there's no, it just says baby Raglan cardigan sweater. And look, oh my goodness, look at it. I am loving it. So this is going to be from my little Evelyne Hunt. And this is the back. The back and the front are, I understand, the same, other than, well, I think they're the same because, and then it's just got long sleeves. And this yarn is Lush. This yarn, let me get the tag out so I can tell you. Where's the tag? This yarn I got from Knit Picks. And it's the Heavily Sport Weight. I'm kind of really enjoying working with sport weight. I don't know why, I just am. And so this is sport, it's 80% acrylic, 20% merino. So this will be perfect for Mum when she washes it. She's not gonna have to worry about it being a hand-dyed fingering weight merino wool. So there's a little bit of merino that makes it super soft. Oh. And then it's acrylic. It is actually a hand wash, but I'm pretty sure she'll be all right as long as she just dries it flat. And yeah, so this is really nice. This color is Juice Box. So I started this the other day. Actually, do you remember, I have this little thing that I do for cross stitch, and I make a chart. I print these on cardstock, and you can get 2 to a page, and they're primarily for cross stitch, but I decided to use it to see what it would be like for knitting. Any project, actually. If you would like this, I might put this up, or I may have already put it up in the group, in the Tobyknits and Friends group page, and you can just print it. It's 2-sided, so you have to flip your page, but this is what side 1 looks like. And so I put here what it is, that it's this King Cole Baby Book 1. It's Knit Picks Heritage Sport. So instead of what floss or fabric I used, I'm just putting the name of the yarn. And this is the date I started it. Then what happens here is I circle every time I worked on it. Is that not cool? So I'm going to know how long it took me to work on it. And then on the other side is the 2025 calendar in case for some reason this gets put back. But it was more for cross-stitch projects, because cross-stitch projects do take a long time. And then you can write some notes. So there is that. I hope that, to me, that looks backwards. I hope for you that's the right way. So yeah, that's when I started it. And I've worked on it for 3 evenings, because I knit at night when I'm watching TV. And that's what I've done in 3 evenings. Is that not the cutest? So she was here on the weekend. We babysat them. We had them for a sleepover on Saturday night. And so I put it up against her to see if it will be big enough. And I think it's going to be too big. But it doesn't matter. She'll grow into it. She'll grow into it. So that is that. And then finally, I've been trying to work out what I want to work on, because the Musselburgh is car knitting, so that's just a given anytime I'm in the car. But the other 2 projects is the Ranunculus and Ev sweater that I've been working on. So I have lots of other whips. I have a sweater for Bob I was working on. I've got the other sock from the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along I could work on. I've got my blanket. My favorite blanket is that one. There's also a crochet blanket, 2 crochet blankets actually. And there's the mitered square blanket. Is that all my whips? I think it is. And for a while, I was doing the Gideon method, where you select 6 projects and you work 12 hours on each project till it's either finished or you rotate to the next one. And that was working out well. But I found through the summer that I fell in love with the Ranunculus, and all I wanted to do was knit on it. I didn't want to knit on anything else. And I really enjoyed the process of just knitting what I wanted to knit. So I'm trying to decide how to go forward this month, well, September, with my knitting plans. So we're going to go over that in a minute. But in this bag, which is another Netherwood bag, this is my camping bag, I had this little chap that I made years ago. It was the very first gnome I have ever knit. And it's the only gnome I've ever knit. And I absolutely loved it. But it had a beard, a nose, and a cardigan or sweater. And I never bothered with that. It was one of those stitch-alongs or knit-alongs. And you did it, you got clues each week. I think it's landscape. Imagine Landscapes it was. And it was when I first did color work too. So my color work is okay. I don't do a lot of color work. Anyway, so I thought I have ordered a Ginger Snap Advent, 12-day Advent, which is a gnome along, because I thought that would be fun. So I thought, well, maybe I should get used to working Gnomey small sizes again. That makes any sense. Maybe I should finish this before we start the Christmas gnome along. So I dug it out. I found the pattern, which is on my iPad, in actual fact. And I found some of the yarn that I need to finish it. I found some of the white. This was the color I used for this. It was variegated. This was called Squishy Sock Color Shots, and it was a mini skein from Loghouse Cottage Yarns. I have no idea how I got that or how long I've had it, but that was what I used for this. So I think, so I've got that, and then I couldn't find this pink. I must have used it somewhere else. So I found this pink. I just don't remember what order the colors went. I'm going to have to really think about it and sit down and look. But I was thinking I would do the sweater in that because it would kind of go with that, or maybe just do the pink sweater. Anyway, I have these 3 colors, so I have to do the face, the beard, the nose, and the sweater. That's not a lot, right? So that was what I thought I would work on. Now, we're 20 minutes in. These aren't supposed to be 20-minute videos. I went to Stash It on Saturday with Sue and Liz, and we met up with Selma. Now, I did try to get a video of me, Selma, and Sue, but my video didn't record. I think, you know, when you're holding your phone, because of course I forgot my selfie stick. When you're holding your phone sideways and you push the button to start, I think I pushed the button to stop it immediately after. So there's no video of that. But here is a little video of some of the stuff that was at Stash It, which was held in Kemptville, Ontario at the W.B. George Centre. It was very nice there. First time I've been to it. So here is a bit of footage from there. And when I get back, I'll show you what I bought. I am at, where am I? I'm in Kemptville, and this is I'm at Stash It. So let's go check everything out. Oh my gosh, look what I just found. Look what I just found.
I know I'm done.
I am getting that. There's so many. I've never seen this.
We'll gather everybody.
Look at them. And then there's all this. Who's ever heard of this yarn? This plus I haven't. I've never heard of that. Fabrics.
Most of them are
embroidery.
I do my best, but like inventory. I would just follow it. Yeah. Fabulous.
What? Look at all this stuff. That's awesome. Say hello. Tell us what your name is and what your company is.
I'm Megan. I'm from Kimmat Designs, and we're in Whitby, Ontario.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
I'm in your way. I'm sorry.
Look at these. Look at this. What is that? Oh, there is some awesome stuff here. Okay, so I found another one. Look at this. I mean, look at this. I think she makes them all. Look. Oh. But look, this is the thing. Look, 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 look. Are you kidding me right now? Oh. Oh, these are necklaces. Who knew you could do all this stuff with crafting? I have no idea how she made that. Oh, I couldn't tell you. No. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so here is her card. Oh, I think I only need one. Are you Sharon?
Yes.
Hello! Oh, look at these things. Oh, look at the needle minders. Oh, I think I need a needle minder. Who thinks I need a needle minder? Oh, and these fancy things on scissors. Oh. Oh, I think I might need one of them. Okay, found something else. Oh my goodness. It's felt embroidery stuff. Look at it. Hello, Snow. Like, who does this? Oh, look. I feel like I need to get into this. And they have all this pearl cotton. Pretty sure I have some of that at home. And more kits here. And then over here is tons. Look at this. Gosh. Every color conceivable. Little packages. And look at these. And naturally,
I want you to step on that and slide. No, that's okay.
naturally I had to buy one of these. Which one did I get? And the name of your booth is?
Upper Canada Footworks.
Excellent.
It's where are you located?
Fabulous. Okay, so let me show you what, oh, first I'll show you what I got from my friend Sue. She got me, made me a bag. Look at that. Holy moly. I love it. That's a good sweater size. Maybe the Ranunculus should get moved into there. What do you think, girls? That looks a good size for a sweater. So anyway, she got me that. She made me that. Oh, she also made me this. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life? It's just lined paper. So I'm going to start using this in September. And what else did she get me? Oh, she got me this little bits and bobs. Little bag to put stuff in. Handy, handy. And these. Now, I think what you do is pop it each side. Oh yeah, you pop it each side together. Now, I don't know if she made these or she just had them. So you'll have to tell me, did you make them? She's got this special machine. Look at that. Isn't that ever cute? And then you can sit that on your bedside table and put stuff in. Especially if you're doing knitting in bed. So she got me two of them, a pink one and a green one. So yeah, I was very impressed with that. Thank you very much, Sue. So while I was there, the first stall I went to was, I bought this. For the life of me, I don't have the lady's card. I don't know what I did with it, if I even picked one up. But I got this because this intrigued me. Because, I mean, I've cross-stitched on fabric, on linen, on even weave, on plastic canvas, on waste canvas. I've never cross-stitched on wood. So I thought this would be, I guess it goes that way, would be fun to do. And everything is in here to make this little design. So we have these pileated woodpeckers in my yard. So, so I bought that, so I'm going to make that. The next stand I went to was Charm and Stitches, I believe. So that's her card, and I think she's in Ottawa, and I bought this. I have always wanted a scissor fob, always, and I've never ever had one. And I saw this and thought, oh, because I travel such a lot, wouldn't that be fun to have one with the Canada flag on? So I got that, and she also had these cute needle minders. Again, it's cross-stitched on wood. I literally have no idea how hard this would be, but I thought that was really sweet. And I love needle minders, so I bought that. And then the final one I went to, and this could be a rabbit hole I might dive down. I went to Upper Canada Quilt Works, which you might think we're talking about quilts, but it's all hand-dyed wools, wool kits, Eldani thread, books, punch needle supplies, embroidery supplies. And I bought this. And it's all, and you can see that, it's all hand stitched on felt. And I think they dye the felt. They hand dye this felt. And because back in the day, that's what people did. They made ornaments for trees out of leftover scraps of fabric that they had and stitched them all by hand. And I really I made one, I think I did it last year, and I gave it to Megan when I was down there looking after Leo when she was having Sunny. And I made one, and it was a penguin, I think, all out of felt, and I gave it to them. So I love snowmen myself, so I want to make this for my tree this year. So that is what I bought from that. So now, finally, before we go any further, we need to talk about my schedule. So I've made up my weekly plans in my book. I do this every month, and I usually have what I want to work on, whether it's the Gideon method. I usually will write the Gideon method here, or what I want to work on each week, or the monthly things I want to work on the most. And then there's other whips, because there's always other whips. There's always a queue, because there might be something I've decided I want to work on. And there's always car knitting. And there is cross stitch. There's always a queue for cross stitch. And then there's quilting and sewing. And then I break it down each week into what I want to work on. So I've got my special pen, which I love this pen. I got it in Brockville, and it's an erasable pen. So there's your ink, and then you can erase it, and you can buy refills. So I'm going to turn you down, and we're going to look and see what I'm going to work on, and we're going to chat about it. Okay, can you see that? So car knitting, we know, is going to be the Musselburgh. That's a given. What do I want to work on this month? Now, do I want to pick 4 projects and work 1 project a week, Monday to Saturday evening? So I would have to pick 4 to come in here. Other whips. I actually want to start getting back into the mitered square. Blanket, and I want to work on that on Sundays, scrappy Sundays. So that will be the Sunday evening or during the day project. So that's for good. So we still have to get back to this. Well, I want to work on the Ranunculus. I want to work on Ev's sweater. I want to work on the gnome clothes. But that's only 3 things. So, should I grab Bob's sweater and get that out and work on that? Or should I do all of these things in 1 week, but spend 2 nights on each? So 2 nights on that, 2 nights on that. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What if we try that? So we're going to do it times 2 nights. And we're going to do that for the whole month and see if that is going to work. And I'm not going to assign them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm just going to decide which one I want to work on that night and know that once I pick it up, I have to work on it for 2 nights. Then I put it down. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So what do you think of that idea? I think that's fabulous. I didn't go over the cross stitch or quilting with you because we're going to do that Wednesday and Friday. And oh, do I have a lot of cross stitch stuff to show you. Okay, so I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to get this edited and up so you'll have this today, Monday. And I'm not sure. I used to put my videos up each day on at 9 o'clock. However, I've been finding that I've been so busy the day before with the kids or something that I haven't always had time to record. So I think I'm going to start trying to get my videos up for 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the day of instead of 9 o'clock in the morning. So that way I do have time in the morning to record for you. So yeah, we're going to try that. All new stuff happening. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have to tell you this one funny story though. So we had the kids on the weekend. We picked them up after the stash it, brought them home, and we had them for the night. Oh, I had such fun with them. My goodness. We had we ate outside on our back deck in the big chairs, and they loved that. And we watched a movie. We watched Migration with them. That was really good. They sat through most of it. They're 2 and 4. They sat through most of it. They were really super good because we had all kinds of snacks and popsicles and popcorn and candies and everything. It was just fabulous. And but it was so funny because Bob came in the door and he took his hat off. He always wears a cap, and he is slightly balding on the top. Well, actually a lot. And I normally cut his hair and I shave all the loose bits that still pop up at the top. Not enough to do anything with, but you know. So he took his hat off, and I haven't done his hair for a couple of weeks. So his hair was, the hair that is there was grown. And Tristan looked at him and he went, oh, Papa, your hair's growing again. Your hair's growing again. It was so funny. We both laughed our heads off. It was so funny. But oh my goodness, they get so excited. Even when we picked them up from my son's house, both of them were talking to me at the same time. Both of them, Nana, 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 I have to tell you something, Nana, Nana. Both of them squealing at me. And I didn't know who to answer first. And then Tristan got mad at Evie because, Evelyne, you're being rude. I'm talking first. So funny. Oh, they're just adorable. We have such fun time with them. And yeah, so I did make them watch F1 with me on Sunday morning. I did. I made an F1 car out of Lego. And because Mercedes is my favorite, Lewis, you know, Lewis. And I made this car. It took me a couple of weeks to make. You can never believe this is Lego, can you? I mean, come on. It doesn't even look like Lego. And Tristan's not allowed to play with it. But he always asks, can he hold it? So I told him he could hold it. And I said, the best thing is today we get to see it real in action going around the track. So he was very impressed with that. So, but they only lasted about 2 laps, and then that was the end of it. They were totally bored. But I got to see the start anyway, so that's good. And of course, we had to take them home right when the Liverpool game came on the telly. So that kind of like, I was like, oh, okay, we have to go. All right, fine. But we got back in time for the second half. So I watched the game, so that was good. Anyway, I'm going. I'm waffling now, so I am going. I hope you have a fabulous week and enjoy all your crafty businesses. And I will see you on Wednesday for some floss tube. Okay, bye.